We play.
We fight.
We conquer.
Welcome to the Freak Show. I'm your host, Bumpy McSquigums, and today, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to do some strange stuff. Now, back in 2018, sometime in December of 2018, we did a single video coverage of X4 Foundations from Egosoft. They sent a code my way, and I always intended to do more. And I realized early on that this is going to be a game that I'm going to have to play kind of a big chunk of to get a full grasp of it and to have any level of skill moving forward. And I just never found the time. So this has been on my to return to list for a long time. So I had that opportunity and have had that opportunity for 6 years at this point. But even more recently, they released Timelines, their latest DLC. It released on June 20th. Yes, I've been slacking that long. 2024. I have been trying to find the time. I'm making the time today is essentially what I'm telling you guys. Again, so X4 Foundations and the latest DLC Timelines from Egosoft is what we're going to be doing today. Egosoft took me up with the code for the original game and for the DLC. And like I said, I've been wanting to get back to this for a very, 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 very long time. You'll even notice that the version that I played last was 1.1. We're now at version 7.1. A lot has happened in 6 years. So the reason I think we can get away with playing Timelines now is it says, if we hover over it, play self-contained game scenarios while experiencing an overarching story of mystery and galaxy-altering events. Timelines is recommended for new players after playing the basic tutorials. So I'm going to play through the basic tutorials now. We're going to ignore the very first video that I did. That's just going to go off on its own, be a standalone floaty video in space. And this is going to be the beginning of our new series. We're going to run, hopefully, through the entire game. I really do enjoy the X series of games. I've played, I think, one of them all the way through, maybe the very first game. And then one of the twos, I think there's like 2 or 3 twos. I played quite a bit of that as well. I don't think I quite finished it. And I dabbled in 3, and then I played just a smidge of 4. So I really would love to go through the entire series at some point, if I can. But right now, smaller goal. We're going to start this. We're going to get into Timelines. We're going to go through some of the tutorials. We're going to go through Timelines, maybe some more of the tutorials while we're going through Timelines. And then when we're done with Timelines and we're done with the tutorials, we're going to start the game proper and hopefully carry that momentum and that knowledge and skill and all the stuff that we picked up through Timelines and the tutorials into the full series. And hopefully at that point we'll start, getting into it and like really devouring it. And we'll pick up any of the other DLCs that are out there. So that is the plan, the goal, the hope, the dream. A big shout out and a thank you to Egosoft for hooking us up with codes for both this and the latest DLC. Well, the base game and the latest DLC. And let me shut up and let us begin. Sorry for such a long intro, but let's see what the basic tutorials have to offer.
Tired of waiting for shuttles? Want to fly wherever you want, whenever you want? Then what you need is a pilot's license. And what's the best place to get one? That's right, Jace Winger's Flight School. I do theory, I do practice, and I'm licensed for weapons training.
Sweet.
With my tried and tested training course, you'll be an ace pilot in no time, guaranteed. Success not guaranteed. No liability in case of explosion, blunt trauma, exsanguination, asphyxiation, or rapid decompression.
It's fair. It's fair. Okay, so it looks like we have a handful of, 6 basic tutorials. We're going to try to shoot through that. Now, we're going to do this all today. I'm going to just big chunk of time dedicated to getting this done today. So we're going to do that. And then we're going to go and we're going to hop in and we're going to begin Timelines. That's the plan. So hopefully I can do it. All right, so walking and interaction seems basic. Let's get into it. Do I just double? Oh, we start game here. All right. The Earth is a cradle of the mind, but we cannot live forever in a cradle. Konstantin E. I am not going to even. I'm going to attempt it. Tsiolkovsky. Yep. That. This is a help box. It stays on the screen until you close it. Others may disappear after a certain time or after performing a required action. Press escape now to close this one. Do you want to load a pre-made input profile? Yeah, probably. I mean, I'm pretty sure this is fine. I imagine they've been in the game long enough to know what people expect to use in a keyboard and mouse. The message ticker is in the bottom left corner of the screen. If you have an active mission, like now, your current objective will be shown here in the orange text.
Before we begin, I need to perform a few routine physical tests. Regulations, you know. Please move your head as far up or down as you can.
Use the mouse to look. Oh, I feel like the sound's a little bit quiet, but we're just gonna roll with it. Okay. Do you want to? No, I don't.
Okay, now please walk a few steps.
Oh, okay. All right. Immediately, come on, guys. Come on, Egosoft. It's not WSAD. What do you? It's not WSAD. It's WASD. It's WASD. Come on. This is probably only hurts me on a deep emotional and spiritual and soul level of things, but you can't mess up WASD. It's WASD. It's not WSAD. Come on, man. It's top down, left to right. It's not that hard. Sorry.
Faster, please.
Oh,
Okay, now
okay.
do a few jumping
Jump,
jacks, please.
sure.
Finally, a few squats, please.
A few squats. I like that it's jumping jacks. I like the sound that it does. Oh, it's not doing it anymore. There was like a flappy sound. Oh, it's because it was going down there. It was. That's pretty
You
fun.
seem to be in good physical shape.
You interact
so we
with
can
F.
hold on to your flying lessons. Let me know how you want to proceed.
All right, man.
Yes?
Click on the dialogue option or press the number on the keyboard. Continue with basic flight.
We'll start by using the transporter room outside to go to the docking bay.
Okay, follow the line on the floor. Follow the red over the floor. Blah, 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 blah. All right, interact with this. Where are we going? Select your ship, the Quasar Vanguard, and then confirm with enter. Oh, that's fine. Oh, so loud.
From here, you need to embark and take the controls.
All right, let's get running. Oh, do we just walk up this? Oh, very nice.
Quasar Vanguard.
Quasar Vanguard. Sit down in your chair, press F to interact.
You are cleared for undocking. Proceed.
Shift D to undock. Or we could just click it, I think. I will Shift D it up. Oh, okay. Tutorial complete. Walking and interaction. Go to the next tutorial, flight. Yeah, let's do that. We did it, guys. The important thing is not to stop questioning, says the Einstein of the Alberto. I didn't realize Albert Einstein lived into the 1950s.
Steering controls to turn your ship.
Shift space to turn on mouse steering. Okay. No, I don't think I can invert mouse controls, and that would just screw me up.
Now, use the
Oh.
steering controls to move sideways.
What are you doing? It's even worse. Now it's ADWS. What is wrong with you people? Why are you so mean to us? You're doing this. I feel like Egosoft is doing this on purpose, just to mentally and emotionally terrorize me. All right, AD S and W. Well, I mean, is that really strafing?
Okay. Before we continue, make sure there's no obstacle right in front of you.
But-
I can't check from here, so I have to trust you on this one. When you're clear, gently accelerate forwards.
Use the mouse wheel or press X to accelerate. All right, we'll accelerate
There's
slightly.
usually a speed limit inside docking areas, but you don't have to worry about exceeding it. The ship's computer will limit the speed for you. You can also fly backwards. Try this now.
Decelerate and fly backwards.
Docking granted.
Come to a full stop. I did, but hold on. Let me do it with
Now, I
backspace.
need you to make sure there really is nothing in front of you.
There's nothing in front of me.
When you're ready, strap in and hit your ship's boost.
Is that tab? Oh, it is.
Boosting trains your ship. So let's practice what you've learned so far. I've prepared a little course for you. Please fly close to each of the navigation beacons in turn. Next target will always be marked in orange.
I think we're doing fine. It feels like our rotation, like our twist is not really doing anything here. Am I gonna hit this? Oh, I missed.
Don't worry, you're not being timed.
Maybe I should be timed. I'm not saying I'm going to fly that way. I'm okay with flying in the cockpit, but I do hope there's an outside the ship view as well. Because I would enjoy just being able to see what the ship looks like every once in a while. Sometimes I do actually like that. I prefer that. In fact, a lot of times I do. Who knows? Maybe I would like that. But for now, this is fine. There's a little boost. All right, sweet. That wasn't too bad. It's slightly awkward, but not bad. Any sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic. Yeah, no, that's a good one. I always find it's difficult to find a good mouse control with keyboard mouse for flying, and I think they did a good job with this. I may attempt in flight to use a controller at some point to see if I like it more. I generally do find that I enjoy the controller more, but maybe this is the game that I just try to master the keyboard and mouse with. I don't know. We'll see. All right, we can accelerate in whichever way we want. I'm gonna speed us up just a bit.
Now that you're in range, interact with the station to request docking permission.
Request docking permission.
Follow the trail of lights to your assigned dock.
Oh, that's cool. Sorry. Oh, it slows down a lot. Okay.
Turn your ship in the indicated direction.
Why did you tell me to do that? Does it literally mean turn? Oh, okay. Oh, that's cool. Did I do it? Oh, maybe it wants me to be the opposite direction. Oh, no, there we go. We just had to get, like, forward, back, left, right. Alright, that's cool. I like that.
If you can afford them, there are software upgrades that make this process a bit easier.
Okay, so there's an auto-docking upgrade, apparently, is what it sounded like they said. That's fine. That was cool. I'm not used to having to dock my own ship like that. And if you gaze for long into an abyss, the abyss itself gazes back into you.
This next thing is something you are going to be using a lot. I've marked a remote location for you to fly to. Don't worry, I don't expect you to crawl there at your base speed.
Okay.
First, please align your ship so it points roughly towards the target.
Do I do that manually? Okay. Yes. That's fine.
Now, activate travel mode.
Let's enter.
Depending on your engine type, it may take a little time to get started.
I'm going to try numpad enter. Did not work. Through enter. Because I guess technically numpad is enter, and then enter is the arrow enter. I don't know. It's fine. I'm looking at my keyboard. It literally has that down arrow and to the left. Whereas the enter button on the keyboard, or sorry, on the numpad, literally says enter. Activate travel mode from the ship menu. I don't just do modes. Ah, okay. Press escape.
Look at your speed bar just below the crosshairs.
Yeah, we're going fast.
You will keep accelerating for a while until you reach your ship's top travel speed.
Okay, I see it in the bottom left down here.
Probably noticed other modes in the list when you activated this one.
I did.
Each mode has its special use, and only one mode can be active at a time.
Makes sense.
Now that you've gathered some speed, you'll notice that steering has become much harder. This is why it's best to point your ship towards your destination before engaging travel
Sure,
mode.
makes sense.
Now, turn off the mode the same way you turn it on. You are now coasting, which means a few things. First, your ship is decelerating much more slowly than it normally would. Second, steering is easy again. Give it a try now. Third, you've probably noticed that your ship keeps flying in the same direction.
Yeah, no, I
You
did.
can come to a stop much more quickly by actively decelerating. This automatically re-engages the safety limits on steering. Try it now.
All right.
As for the travel direction, any strafe movement will revert that to the behavior you're used to. You can also drop out of travel mode more quickly, skipping the coasting phase. Let's try this now. Please reactivate travel mode.
Okay. Reactivate travel mode.
Now wait until you've built up
Oops, sorry.
speed.
Apparently I did something wrong there. I apologize. Let's try this again. Travel mode. All right, we're building up speed.
Whenever you're ready, quickly drop out of travel mode.
Okay, we're just gonna go to like maybe 1800 and backspace. Yeah, that makes sense.
Great. The next part will take place some distance from here, so let's take a break and let the autopilot do the hard
All
work
right,
for
so
now.
we're gonna go ahead and enter this. We're gonna go into modes, and we're gonna go to. Oh, we're not gonna go into modes. Sorry, we're gonna go to autopilot.
The autopilot automatically
Oh,
navigates
wow.
to the current objective, engages travel mode when appropriate, makes use of gates, accelerators, and highways.
That's fantastic.
It even avoids obstacles in the way. Well, mostly, which is why you still need to be at the controls.
That's fantastic. I love that.
You may notice that it sometimes turns travel mode off when everything seems wide open to you. The safeties are on a bit of a hair trigger, probably to keep insurance rates from skyrocketing.
Fair. All right, that's cool. I love all of those things. All right, let's get on to the next. That's what 4. There is a single light of science, and to brighten it everywhere, or anywhere, is to brighten it everywhere.
Today,
Ooh,
we'll
different
learn
ship.
how to use the various means of traveling between systems.
My
and
engine messed up?
Before we start, please note the yellow icon below your crosshair.
Yeah, no, I get it.
The manuals call it the check engine light, but I've never seen an engine that looks like that.
That's fair.
Means that you can't make use of your travel mode right now.
I appreciate
That's
that,
because
Egosoft.
This lesson takes place in a region that prevents it from working.
Okay.
Being hit by a weapon disables your travel drive for a short time as well. So don't rely on it to get out of trouble.
That makes sense.
I've also heard of weapons that target this system specifically to make you an easy target for pirates.
Also fair.
On to the actual lesson at hand.
Okay.
In
Fly,
front of you is a jump gate.
fly to unholy retribution.
Sometimes you'll find one that's inactive. This one's working though, which you can tell from the swirly bits in the middle.
Swirly bits.
To use it, simply fly through.
Okay. Simple enough. I thought those were my guns at first, the way that was lined up. I'm slightly sad that they weren't.
That's all there is to it.
Oh,
Now, I've been told that the technology is totally different, but in practice, these accelerators function pretty much exactly like jump gates. Fly
Okay.
through this one.
okay. So we just go at whatever speed they're sending us through. So this is like almost like a wormhole tunnel connecting us from one spot to another. Or so, that's what it seems like. I mean, I guess I could boost. boost. There we go.
While jump gates connect different star systems, accelerators take you to different places within the same one. Up next, a superhighway. They also take you to sectors within the star system. The main
I'm not gonna
difference
make it.
is that they are directional, so you need to use the entry gate, not the exit. Fly into the entry gate.
So the blue is the entry and the exit is the... Okay. I was like, maybe I can just slowly strafe over the... No, I could not. That is not a thing that's going to happen. Alright.
As you see, it's a tiny bit slower than the other methods. I like it though, it lets me enjoy the view.
Oh, this is sort of terrifying.
The entry of one is right in front of you. Fly into it.
Did I miss? Oh, I did.
It has a much slower speed than the superhighway we just came out of, but it's still a whole lot faster than most ships can travel on their own.
Oh, yeah, this is nice.
It's not wide enough for capital ships, though. Medium-sized ships are the largest that can use them.
And then we can, like, pop out of it.
Highways can be entered and exited at any point along the way.
Oh, that's cool.
Fly into the one right in front of you.
Alright. Sure. Oh,
This highway is special in that it leads you right into a jump gate. You don't have to do anything. The transition will just work on its own.
Wait. Am I doing the right thing? Sorry. I think it's... I keep touching controls and I shouldn't. Alright. Hands off. Yeah, it's leading us there. Okay. Since I was moving the mouse slightly, it was like canceling it immediately, so that's just something to be aware of. When you fly into whatever, you probably need to disable the steering.
Please pay attention to the objective in the corner of your HUD.
Leave the highway.
It's counting down to when you should exit the highway. Wait till it's done, then exit the highway.
Okay. And 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Well done.
That's cool. That is a cool traversal series of traversal methods. I definitely approve of all of this. Most people would sooner die than think. In fact, they do so.
Time to learn how to defend yourself.
Uh-oh.
There are a handful of targets in front of you.
There
Their
are.
HUD color indicates that they are enemies. Some are darker than the others. Those are behind something and can't be hit with your weapons right now. I've now activated your primary weapon. The small dots that have just appeared indicate where the weapons are currently aiming. They will automatically track your current target as long as it's close enough.
What small dots? I missed it.
The HUD markers of some targets are smaller. These targets are currently outside your weapon range. Select the closest enemy target.
Press Shift E, closest hostile.
A new HUD element has appeared right in the center of the target. This is the aim ahead indicator.
Okay.
It shows you where you need to aim.
Right.
Which is
The
especially
lead
useful if
indicator.
The target is moving. Slowly cycle through all the targets. When a target outside your weapon range has been selected, you can see
It's an
the
X.
weapon indicators becoming darkened. The aim ahead indicator also changes its appearance.
Got it.
Select the closest enemy target again and shoot at it until it's destroyed. Keep destroying the targets. You'll need to move closer in order to hit some of them. If you look to the right of your crosshair, you will see bars next to your weapons that gradually fill up when you're firing. This is heat. It automatically dissipates when you stop firing. This happens more slowly if there are multiple weapons cooling down at the same time. Your weapons just overheat and will not be able to fire until they've cooled to a safe temperature.
I'm supposed to hit all of these?
This target is much sturdier than the others. Look at the blue bar above the target.
Okay.
This is its shield strength. After a few seconds without damage, it will begin to recharge. All shields work like this, including your own.
Okay. Okay, I see. There's the thing that they were talking about, the heat indicator. So middle mouse button to shoot, or spacebar. I guess that's fine. Okay, so we got through a shield.
I've now activated your secondary weapon, a missile launcher. It's loaded with a type of guided missile that requires a target lock.
We got the target lock.
Select the target in front of you. You can now see a lock being acquired. You may fire when ready. The target has dropped something. Fly right at it to pick it up.
Alright. Fly over the item or hold O to attract it. There we go.
It's another type of missile. It has been automatically added to your ammunition storage.
Okay.
Missile launchers have limited ammunition. You can see the number of remaining missiles to the left of your crosshair.
9.
Look at the curved blue bar below your crosshairs. I'm going to demonstrate damage to your shields. Wait for it.
Okay, I see it. And then it's going to start replenishing.
There we go. It's recharging.
Okay. I kind of have a pretty good idea. You have completed all the basic tutorials. Alright, guys and gals. We're going to exit to the start menu. And we could start timelines at this point, which we're going to do, but we're not going to do it right this moment. We are going to do it in our next episode. I am going to go back to the start menu. And we're going to take a quick peek at the start menu. And in our next episode, which I'm going to do back-to-back, launching this one first, obviously, and then the next episode, we're going to begin our adventure in timelines. And yeah, we're going to play through that. And yeah, it should be fun. We're probably also, as we go through a little bit of timelines, we're probably going to hop in and start doing some of the intermediate tutorials as well. And we'll kind of intermix it. That way we're not just doing all tutorials for however long, which again, they're all helpful. They're well done. They give you something to do. They're interactive. I do appreciate it. I think they did a fantastic job with the tutorial. I think they did good throwing a little bits of comedy in there. Anyway, folks, yeah, so we got through the tutorials, the basic ones. We're going to start timelines in the next episode. I'm excited. Like I said, I've been waiting to come back to this for years now, and I've been wanting to jump in and do timelines for a while, and then I couldn't really figure out how to make it work without, like, rewatching my last episode, figuring out where I left off, kind of jumping back in and just continuing. I decided to scrap the whole thing, start from scratch, and go from there. And yeah, that's what we're doing. So here we are. Anyway, thanks for listening to me ramble. Thanks for coming along for the ride. Thanks for listening to the quieter voice. We'll have it fixed for the next time because I'll be less dumb then, and probably maybe. And we begin timelines, the latest DLC to X4 Foundations. A big shout out and a thank you to Egosoft one more time. Thank you guys for sending code my way for both the base game and for the DLC. Let's actually get some gameplay in here, get some coverage, and enjoy ourselves. All right, folks, if you want more information about the game, where to get the game, information on the developer, or any of that stuff down below in the description of the video, there'll be various links just like there always are. And until the very next episode, I've been your host, Bumpy McSquigums. Thank you for stopping by the Freak Show. We play, we fight, we conquer.